Aaron McBreen, David Knight, and all the rest of the great crew doing a fabulous job. Here's Jakari's report.
There is often talk that only military and police should have guns, that if there is an incident, a man in uniform will swoop in and save you. And there are plenty of good people in those positions. But we can't ignore the blatant abuses of power that do occur, such as an off-duty NYPD member who got drunk and shot a man 6 times. To anyone who'd point out that the man was off the clock at the time of the shooting, I'd be quick to point out that he shot a man 6 times. On the other side of the country, a man fleeing from police was shot in the back, fell down a staircase, and died. Reports are that the man had previously been menacing with a pair of scissors, but was unarmed when he was killed from behind. Moving now to Texas, a sheriff responding to a burglary killed the dog of the victim who called him. Apparently, pepper spray wasn't a good enough option to keep the dog at bay. And earlier this year, Albuquerque police killed a homeless man for the heinous crime of camping.
Do it. Get on the ground! Get on the ground now! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Don't make noise! Put your hands out to your side and drop the knife! Hands out to your side! Beanbag! Beanbag! Drop the knife! Drop the knife! Drop the knife! Still got the knife? Negative.
Let's contrast that with responsible citizens handling firearms.
While they're reversing, the lady's holding onto her purse still, chasing him all the way to the middle.
That's when a perfect stranger intervenes. You can see him there in the PT Cruiser at the top of the screen.
And that Good Samaritan came out and drew his weapon and scared them. And then that's when he pulled them out the car.
Someone snapped this picture of the man holding the 2 suspects at bay. A few minutes later, police arrived.
She heard the suspect say this.
He said that crazy has a gun, and that's when I was finally down on the sidewalk and I shot it into the dirt, into the grass area, and to let him know, you know, I've got a gun and I know how to use it.
With all of this in mind, the Department of Justice is continuing their attack on the Second Amendment by limiting banking options for gun stores. This in addition to the DOJ running guns into the hands of Mexican drug cartels with Operation Fast and Furious. So to the Good Samaritans and constitutional police alike, be aware that if the DOJ continues these actions virtually unchecked, you may find your right to bear arms infringed in a way that you wouldn't expect. You can find more reports at Infowars.com.
One thing that I think is clear with young people and with adults as well is that we just have to be repetitive about this. It's not enough to simply have a catchy ad on a Monday and then only do it every Monday. We need to do this every day of the week and just really brainwash people into thinking about guns in a vastly different way.
So that's what they're doing. Everything they do is social engineering. When they say your kids belong to them and 2 + 2 = 5, I keep harping on that because in 1984, written by an actual MI6, before that OSS propagandist, George Orwell admitted that he put a lot of classified stuff before he died, and he died 1 year after the book came out in 1948. He died in 1949. George Orwell said that he put a lot of classified things in the book that he wouldn't have been able to put out because he worked in propaganda. The character of Winston Smith is Eric Blair, a.k.a. George Orwell, his pen name. And you have to understand that the ability to say 2 + 2 = 4 is freedom. And they know that. So we must battle them. And the fact that they say it's a conspiracy theory, literally, that you're allowed to have free will and say 2 + 2 = 4. You have to say whatever they want you to say and not be able to make any judgments. That is racism. Having any opinion. I like chocolate ice cream over vanilla. I'm racist. Well, how is it racist? Doesn't matter. You're racist. This is what they replace our liberty with, and our reality is being a bunch of obsessed, neurotic twits, while all of our freedom is being destroyed, while the globalists set up a total tyranny and a global kill grid. On Cinco de Mayo, you better not wear an American flag. Well, I'm sending my reporters out, the ones that want to do it, with American flags like Superman running around. We're gonna see what happens and show the mind control of how this country's being captured by the globalists. We're going to be right back with Aaron. We're going right to you. Aaron Christian, John, Lewis, and James. And when you hear a caller hang up, that's your time to call in. But it is the Twilight Zone. It's now a conspiracy theory to say 2 + 2 = 4.
The Victory Seed Company is a family-owned, farm-based organization working to keep rare, open-pollinated heirloom seeds available for your home garden with no unstable hybrids or GMO seeds sold. Learn about their mission at victoryseeds.com. And for a limited time, enter Victory at checkout to receive a free garden planning tool on orders over $10. Grow your Victory garden with Victory brand seeds. victoryseeds.com.
Americans, the Bundy Ranch disaster proved again that the feds think citizens like you are the enemy. The NSA was able to secretly steal the personal information off the phones of every person at the Bundy Ranch without them ever knowing. And they were able to access their address books as well, so now their friends are at risk. It's time to take your identity off the government's radar and learn how to protect yourself from government spying. Go to offgrididentity.com now to protect yourself. That's offgrididentity.com.
Great news, Pure Water lovers. BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com has a special discount offer for all GCN listeners. You can't do better than a Big Berkey for economy. For only 1.7 cents a gallon, a single set of filters can last for 5 to 10 years. There's none better than a Big Berkey for emergency preparedness as a backup water source. And you just can't beat a Big Berkey to remove dangerous chlorine, all types of fluoride, pathogenic bacteria, cysts, parasites, and unhealthy byproducts from municipal water. Berkey water filter systems are even powerful enough to purify stagnant pond water. For the gold standard in water filters, get a Big Berkey at BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. And all GCN listeners get 5% off all ceramic filter systems. For details, call 1-877-99-BERKEY. That's 877-99-BERKEY. Big Berkey Water Filters, for the love of clean water.
Hi, folks. Alex Jones here with some important information. I want to tell you about Matt Redhawk and his team of patriots over at My Patriot Supply. Several years ago, Matt was sitting in his 2-bedroom apartment, frustrated with the direction this country was headed and the charlatans willing to sell us out for a quick buck. Deciding to take action, a company run by patriots for patriots was born. My Patriot Supply has never taken a loan or accepted outside funding. They now operate 2 distribution facilities and employ over 50 hardworking American men and women. It is rare to find companies who practice what they preach. And that's why I stock my pantry with high-quality storable foods from My Patriot Supply. Go to mypatriotsupply.com/Alex today for special offers on emergency food storage, or call their preparedness specialist at 866-229-0927. That's 866-229-0927. Do business with someone who shares your values. mypatriotsupply.com/Alex.
Silver has always been nature's very own antibiotic, and only one system allows you to generate an endless supply of natural silver solutions. SilverLungs.com. You'll find no wild claims or pseudoscience, just a lifetime of nano-sized pure silver solutions. The Silver Lungs generator allows you to make your own, so stop paying for silver solutions. The unique lung delivery system targets respiratory infections where other silver solutions simply cannot reach. See the Silver Lungs generator and lung delivery system at SilverLungs.com. That's SilverLungs.com.
So my elementary school-aged child is begging me for a cell phone.
Please, Mom, please. All the kids have them.
But I've seen the research, and it makes sense to me that any mobile device that operates using electromagnetic frequencies that close to me or my child's head needs to be blocked.
Harmful wireless radiation is real. Protect yourself and your loved ones with Block It Pocket. Call 888-315-9618. Free shipping to the lower 48. BlockItPocket.com. Enhancing health and privacy.
All right, folks, we are back live on this Monday worldwide transmission, and we're going to your phone calls right now. Where do you see the future of this world going, A? And then B, is there any way to defeat the mindless race promotion by the Democratic Party? And the same thing's done by the socialists in Europe. This is how they control people. They bring in outside groups. The government then represents the outside groups as their client, creating more division, and then attaching to the outside group a political agenda of more control, and that if that group goes along with that, they will continue to get the goodies. How do you stop 2 wolves and a sheep voting on what's for dinner? How do you stop this equation? Aaron in Montana, thanks for holding her on the air.
Hello, how you doing?
I'm fine. Go ahead.
All right. Well, I think the best way or the future would be to re-engineer your life, every individual person, to basically start from the beginning of, you know, what do we need, and then stop using all the stuff that destroys our bodies and move accordingly in that direction.
I think that's it. You fundamentally change the way you live your life. Anything the globalists are pushing, you're against it. And separately, what does your gut tell you about the future of humanity?
Oh, I'm a combat vet. I've, you know, seen some stuff, and I just have a really bad feeling on how things are kind of going right now. I see a buildup of force. I think that some bad stuff might come down the pipeline. I hope not. I hope that we can head it off by getting involved in our local communities. I mean, that's probably the only way that we're going to be able to do anything, is by people getting involved. I mean, out here we got our Missoula mayor is involved with the Mayors Against Illegal Guns. He's part of Michael Bloomberg's high-speed, low-drag system of the illegal gun program, the MIAC or whatever.
Well, your call's excellent. I appreciate the points you made. We're going to go to the next person, but I just want to say this. I want to say it very calmly so it doesn't get lost in the rest of my babble. We see the military force, the paramilitary force being built against us. We see the manuals, the memos. It is for the American people. This system is being built to destroy all basic freedoms and prosperity to make us dependent. And the globalists will use the crises they've helped exacerbate or that they've created and then pose as saviors and use that to get even more power. That's the thing. People now see all this stuff unfolding. They go, well, you know, we're in a bad situation. They have to do that. They engineered it on record. Things get worse under the New World Order. They are the fount or the source of most of the problems. And a lot of top professors are saying that, and economists, that the governing class lives off crisis and lives off destabilization because they don't make anything. They don't lead by being superior. They lead by cheating and playing games and rigging things. They've even got senators admitting this now. And they're going to keep cheating till we're all bankrupt, folks. They go or we go. It's us or them. John in Ohio, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Hi, Alex. Long-time listener.
Thanks for calling.
Yeah, you know, I would say I think it's through our kids. You know, my kids come home from school all the time with the rhetoric that they teach them in school about race and homosexuality and stuff like that. Heck, you can't even get in a fight in the school to defend yourself today without both kids being suspended.
No, I have seen it at swim team where a boy beats up one of my daughters who's 2 years older, and if the daughter fights back, she gets in trouble. And it's not the swim team's even bad. They're following the, quote, rules. Fighting back is the ultimate sin. Go ahead.
Yeah, I agree, and it drives me crazy. So I try to teach my kids, you know, at home to counteract all the crap they hear in the school system.
It's amazing how they also demonize parents in the school system now. And I feel sorry. Folks are working too hard. They got to put your kids in public school most of the time because people pay property tax or they pay it through their rent, the owner, so they jack up your rent because of property tax. So many people go, I don't care about property tax. I don't pay it. Everyone pays property tax, folks. You pay it through the rent cost. And they force us through that tax to be so poor, we have to put them in their system. It's a diabolical plan. Anything else, John?
No, thank you. Keep doing what you're doing, and we all appreciate you out here.
Oh, no, don't thank me, brother, please. We're all in this together. We're just trying to bail water, trying to get to shore. Lewis, James, Marcos, and everybody else, your calls are straight ahead. First-time callers, 800-259-9231. I'm going to take more calls. Then I got economic news, police state news, Ron Paul news.
We're on the march.